Check. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Let me see if we got these microphones right. Go ahead and say something, bro. Check 1 2.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, people?
Yeah. We are here. We are ready to go.
All right. Are we coming through? Are we good?
I think so. I think everything is loud and in their ears. So, welcome to the Live and Level Gamers podcast. This is episode 260. I can't believe we've been doing this for this long, but how many years? This has been about, what, 8 years now? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I think it's been longer than that. I think it's been Live and Level is maybe over a decade and maybe a year old now.
You're going to have to go back and check that out, bro.
I think it is. I think it goes back to 2011. We go back to 2011. So we literally 11 years old, bro. Man, shouts out on that. Been here for a minute. All the ups and downs. We done lost folks, won folks. But we got a nice nucleus here today. Welcome to the show. Keith Norris should be joining us here shortly, so I'm going to have to rearrange all this stuff. So just get ready for it. But me and K-Bum are in the house. K-Bum, how's your week been, bro?
It's been good. It's been a little busy at the job.
Okay.
But it's been good. You know, taking care of the wife, taking care of what I got to take care of at home.
She taking care of you, or you taking care of her? Which one is it?
Oh, taking care of both of us, man. I do my due diligence as a husband.
Submit yourself to one another.
I'm pretty good.
Love your wife like Christ loved the church and gave. Don't make me get to preaching up here.
Get to preaching.
Women respect your husbands.
Oh man,
honor them.
Not even get me started with that.
Submit. No, just playing.
these young fools just want women to submit, but they don't understand the rest of the scripture when it says you submit.
Yeah, they don't understand what that submit there means. They don't mean what our word submit means. It actually means undergird. It means undergird or help meet, like Genesis said. They was created to help you meet what God has commissioned you to do or called you to do. As Adam, she's there to help you carry out the call.
You done started a whole different podcast.
Hey man, can I get a hallelujah? Anyway, let me stop. But welcome to the show. I cut you straight through. Go ahead and finish what you were saying, man. You said you were taking care of your family and your wife and everything. Go ahead. You was talking. I was really
that's all I had, bro. Nah, you good. Okay. I like the little segue. I'm fine with that.
All right, so we back to talk about a few little items. We got Gamescom happened this week. I don't know if it's over yet. Is it over or is it still happening? I'm not for sure. I did check out the initial showcase. Give our feedback on that. Yeah,
from my understanding, it was Tuesday to Thursday, something like that.
Okay, and we got some information to talk about with Sony and a possible price hike with the PlayStation 5. We're gonna talk about that.
Ain't no possible
Norris,
to it.
Yeah, when Mr. Norris get here, we're gonna have a good discussion about the pros and cons to the approach to open world games between Mario and Sonic, with Sonic Frontier being shown. He got a few thoughts he want to share with us and get our opinions on. So when Norris shows up, we're going to have that discussion. We also had the situation with Splatoon. They had a Nintendo house. I think there's a tree house. That's what they call that. Tree house today. I saw some of it where they're playing Splatoon and preparing for that. I guess they're going to have this, I don't know if they call it a beta. I don't know if it's tomorrow or Saturday, where you can jump in and play Splatoon at certain times online. So I might check it out.
Legit.
Yeah, they did that for, I think they did that for each Splatoon that done came out. So it done became kind of a tradition. So anyway, but right now, me and Mr. K-Bum 20 is in the internet streets So we're going to hold it down until Keith get here. So we're going to go ahead and hit you with our intro. And we about to get it in. Let's go.
It's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. Come and listen to the topic plus. Yeah, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and DJ K-Bump 20 on the MIC. Check our night all the way in Germany. Level head, you know who that boy is. What I say? Live and level, live and level. We on that MIC. Live and level, live and level. We just talking them names. Live and level, live and level.
We got mad,
take a seat and listen up, man. Live and level, live and level.
Welcome to the show.
bro. So.
And we are here, rest to go. K-Bum 20, are you ready to get this gaming podcast on the move, bruh?
As they say, you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready.
All right, I give you that one. All right, you came ready to go. So anyway, we here, we rest to go. We excited to be back. We excited to be with you guys on the night. If you in here and you listening, I don't know who's in the live chat or anything like that, make sure you put your name up so we can give you a shout out. But K-Bum, did you get a chance to check out She-Hulk episode? My wife don't hear me talking. She asking, she calling my name, y'all. She saying my government's live on the cast. What you want, boo boo? What's up? I'm calling you boo boo. Would you bring me a plate? You don't love me enough to bring your crippled husband a plate?
Oh, here we go.
Don't leave. Don't shut the door.
You ain't getting no food.
Give it up for my wife, Miss Level. She just came and yelled at me. She said the food gonna be cold and I'm not bringing you a plate. Anyway, so y'all didn't hear my governments, did y'all? It really wasn't my government, my nickname.
I didn't hear nothing.
All right, good. So y'all don't be saying, I know what your name is. Anyway, welcome to the show, man. But did you get a chance to check out She-Hulk this week? This episode.
Yeah. The episode that dropped today, I did get a chance to watch the episode, and I do have to say this: I've thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I'll be completely honest with you. I really enjoyed this episode. I think they're doing. I like what they're doing with She-Hulk. I like they're staying true to her comic book counterpart as far as the fourth wall breaking and some of the sexual innuendos that they do in the show. Because she was very open, not open crazy like that, but you know they're not shying away because it's on Disney Plus, right? Right. Kind of right. So I thoroughly enjoyed this episode and the little Easter eggs that they dropped in several places. I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but it was a couple of Easter eggs. I thought this episode was a good one, and I would go out and say it's one of the best episodes on Disney Plus that I've seen in a while. Because I've been kind of on some of the other series that they've had so far.
Okay, I'm gonna say I did enjoy this episode, and it's so many reasons why to enjoy this episode. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of connecting dots, and they kind of bridge gaps that we was trying to figure out how they was going to bridge them, and they bridged them in the Hulk universe. But the first one was a struggle for me, man. The first episode was a struggle. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be liking this at all. This is kind of ugh. But the second one kind of brought it in for me. And so I'm looking forward to the next episode. Oh, look at that. I ain't talking about Dr. Dre. But anyway, I'm looking forward to the next episode.
My thing with the first episode, you gotta take
hold
the
up.
first episode.
Do you want to say something to the peoples?
Oh, here we go.
What'd you say? Hello. She said hello, y'all. She brought me some. You gonna bring me something to drink? Come on, Kay. All right, go ahead.
Now you pushing it.
Yeah, I am.
No, I was gonna say I took the first episode for what it was. I mean, it's an origin story. I mean, it was there just to get that out of the way, and I took it for what it was. And so I didn't really have any problems, and to me it wasn't an indication of how the series was going to go because they have to let you know how she became what she was. So it's an origin story. It is what it is. And my true indication of the series was the episode after that, and I think they delivered, in my opinion.
Yeah. They delivered on this one. Hold up, I'll call you back. But yeah, that first one, like I said, I'm not as familiar with the She-Hulk universe. Well, her character and how she is. So it was a little like the fourth wall breaking and some of the stuff she was doing was a little strange to me. But the second one made it make more sense when she anyway, not to spoil it, but there was a fourth wall part in this one that really like, oh, I get it. This ain't something she just did. This is really what she doing. It makes sense.
Oh, you didn't know about the fourth wall breaking?
No,
okay,
I
yeah,
didn't.
she's it's like Deadpool. She does the matter of fact, she did it before Deadpool. Her
Okay.
character predates Deadpool when it comes to fourth wall breaking, and like she would actually move in between the panels to get to her next spot quicker. Like it's that level of fourth wall breaking that she would actually walk through a panel because she wanted to get to the a certain spot faster. So yeah.
I was shocked they let. Well, I don't know if anybody watched the first episode. Do you think it's fair to say what happened in the first episode?
I think it's still fairly new, and
So it don't
if you
say.
can say it without spoilers, yeah, I still think it's fairly new. People like to wait a little bit before they catch up.
I'm just shocked how they let her and Hulk engage one another in the first episode. What took place? I was shocked by that in today's climate.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
you know what I'm
Okay.
talking about. So
Yeah.
that
I
was
get it.
kind of shocked me. Like, whoa, they let that happen. Anyway, but we're not here to talk about the Hulk. We are here to talk.
Well, you do have a comment. I do want to before you get too far along.
I'm
I
not
do
even
have
over there. I
some
can't see what they're saying. Go ahead.
in the comment section. I do want to give a shout out to what's up, my man Carlos Hill. I gave him a little shout out in the
Yeah.
chat myself. He did say he just got himself a brand new PS5 right before
What?
that price hike.
Yeah, y'all better get it
That's
for that
going
price
on.
hike.
He slid on in there and got it, and he has something for you, Level. He wanted to know
What'd
if
he
he can
say?
get a plate. He trying to get a plate too.
He hear me smack. You
Go-
hear me smacking over here,
So he
Los?
said, "Go ahead, ask Miss Level. Is she gonna give your boy Carlos a plate too?"
I'm over here. I'm getting. I'm jumping on over here now to look, bro. If she would give you a plate, if she could, bro. Real talk. She a supply. She's a good woman. I got a good one. She talks about me and she hard at times, but I got a good one. She loves me. She loves. Anyway, so. But y'all finna get over here so I can see the people in the chat room. I was still working on stuff. But yeah, man, we here to talk about these games. And I was trying to buy Mr. Norris a little bit more time, but he's still out. But so I guess we need to get into the next portion of things. Mike, well,
Yes,
hold
sir.
up though. Have you got a chance to check out? Nah, that ain't for this show. I'll talk to you off air on that one. That ain't for this show. But
If
let's
it's
get into
HBO,
what,
the answer is no right now.
yeah,
Not
that's
yet.
why I said let me on
Not
here.
yet, not yet,
That's
not
too
yet.
mature for this show. They might be like, y'all what? Yeah, I like me some Game of Thrones. I like Game of Thrones stuff. So anyway,
Not yet. I ain't caught up.
all right, cause you need to catch up. Oh, there he is. There go Mr. Norris. Welcome to the show.
Yo.
You screwed me over.
I was just about to say it too.
Nah, you straight. Let me see if I can get this thing right. So, which one is you? But yeah, welcome to the show, bro.
It's UB.
He said that, didn't he?
Which one is you? Which one you be? So I gotta find you. And I think I did. So let's see. Yep, I found you. So let's do this. But
Step
yeah,
away in
man.
about 10 minutes.
Huh?
I gotta step away in about 10 minutes, put them boys to bed.
Oh, that's fine. You know, do what you gotta do. We all understand. We grown men and on this cast. So, but what's up, Mr. Norris? What's good, man?
Nothing much, man.
Got me working on the
Just-
fly.
Nothing much, man. Been oh wait, we ain't at that part yet. But
No, we ain't there yet.
We're about to
Microsoft
get there.
Microsoft don't put some stuff on Game Pass PC. You know, I had to check it out.
For sure.
Okay. What was that? Well, you gonna say, but you can go.
Well,
and say
we
what it is.
can segue into hold
Let's go
on,
ahead. Let's go ahead while I'm fixing this. Y'all
Segue
go
into
ahead.
All right,
Let's
all
get
right.
into what you've been gaming on.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on.
All right, Mr. Norris, since you showed up, I'm gonna throw the cake on. No, go ahead. Tell me what you've been gaming on, bro.
So I'm still on that Xenoblade.
Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Been learning the system some more, getting into the story. Still a good game. I don't know if you've seen people that talk about how great it is, like the best Xenoblade game, like that is even touching Chronicles X on the Wii U. So that's what people are saying, man. I haven't got that far to say that, but it's up there. It's pretty good.
Chronicles X.
Oh yeah,
Chronicles X.
that was on the Wii U.
Oh, the original one.
No. Xenoblade Chronicles is original.
Okay.
That came out on the Wii.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I know of all the Chronicles. I've never played them, but yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But go
You
ahead.
should give it a shot. And the other game that I was just talking about is Death Stranding.
What? That's an album?
I know, right?
UPS walking simulator. Nice.
So I started it last night after hearing that it was on there. Yeah, probably the best looking game on Game Pass. Probably,
That's dirty.
it's probably the graphically, it's probably the best looking
Is
game.
that a shot? I don't know.
No, I mean, but even better than Gears of War 5.
Oh, absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely, yes.
Okay. All right.
But here's the thing. Now I haven't fact checked this, and probably somebody will get me in the comment section. But I don't think it's on Xbox. It's only on Game Pass for PC.
Really now.
Right. That's interesting because when you start the game up, it still says Sony Sony Entertainment. It still says that. So it's like, what's really going on? So yeah, it's on PC. Like I said, it's a very beautiful game. I haven't gotten anywhere. I just kind of like walked the initial packages because I think he loses his bike early on. That's not a spoiler. And then it kind of shows you like the rain is like dangerous, like it'll literally kill you. They had a run in with I don't know what they're called yet. One of the indivisible monsters or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think I already know what the baby does. I don't know because because you remember when we was talking about like, man, what is this baby for? But
Yeah.
they kind of
yeah.
So they kind of describe what it does. It helps them with their sensory, like I can sense further or I can see these creatures because the baby increases my sensory stuff or whatever. It's like the dude, like he hooked himself up and it was like a drug or something. He was like, oh, I never get used to that or something like that. It's like an overload on their system or something like that. But it keeps them, aware of their surroundings. The walking and the balancing, all of that, what you heard about is true. And this guy will freaking stumble at the slightest wrong movement. You know what I mean? Like he will freaking stumble because the packages may be wrong or the terrain is different. Like I was going down a hill, and you know that in what is it? It's an inertia that just pushes you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you just keep moving fast. Like he was doing that, and like you can kind of like try to grip your packages and kind of slow down. I was like, okay, so that's the gameplay. It ain't just let me walk here. It's if I walk here, look what I have to deal with. All this water, these rocky little terrain areas or whatever. It's not just point A to point B. You know what I
I
mean?
thought
So
I
in
thought you
that
played.
respect,
I thought you did play this game before,
I
though.
No, we talked about playing
I
it.
talked about playing it, but I never
Okay.
We
got
we
it.
both talked about playing it. We just never played it.
Okay. All right.
And so
My
yeah,
bad.
no, you good. So with that, I mean that's pretty much as far as I got. I haven't did any combat. I haven't done anything like that. But like I said, graphics, the gameplay, it's really top notch. Like it's a Kojima experience. It's a game that I can definitely see PlayStation putting their name on. Um, so yeah, I can't wait to sink my teeth into it some more, but I got to get back on the Xenoblade. Like I want to finish Xenoblade, and I think that's the only thing I played. I do want to play that one game that's on my PC, from Dust Falls or whatever, that storybook game.
Yeah, storybook game. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
As Dust Falls, I want to try that out, but yeah, that's all
Okay.
I've been playing. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I got Game Pass, might as well play it.
But we got Game Pass, though. Anyway, let me stop. All right, Mr. K-Bum, go ahead. What you been gaming on, bro?
Yeah. So as kind of spoken some last week and been playing on Madden. Madden has dropped, so I've been getting in on that. I think it's dropped sometime last week. Maybe after the podcast, before the podcast, I think it dropped. So I've been playing the Madden. There was an update for Warzone that dropped, I believe, Wednesday. Yeah, that's an update for Warzone that just dropped on Wednesday. So I've been playing a good amount of Warzone with the homies, getting some dubs, some wins in,
Now that's
doing
for
that.
free, ain't it? Warzone is a free game, ain't it?
Yes, yes, Warzone is a free game. Yep.
I might download it.
Okay.
I might download it. Give y'all the business, man.
Level head down, and then we're playing that.
All right.
Playing Horizon. I've been putting a little bit of time in the Horizon. Um, like I said, I kind of stated before we were talking that uh, the gameplay's cool. I stopped doing side missions, so pretty much any side mission I don't do anymore. I've spent too much time in this game, so I've been focusing on just the story mode. And the main story is, I mean, it's pretty good. It's never just straight predictable, which I like. And it does change a good amount of time. And some of the people you interact with in the main storyline are really good, uh, really fleshed out characters. So it's pretty good. So I'm still working to finish that game because I got other stuff on my list that I want to play. 2K is 2K is around the corner. FIFA is around the corner, so I need to definitely get done with Horizon because my gaming summer, fall will commence. My sports gaming fall will commence, so I definitely got to knock these games out so I can get there. And then just a little bit of Overwatch, just preparing for the Overwatch 2 coming out in October. So just preparing for that. So playing a little bit of Overwatch and I don't know if you want to share it level what we played last week. But
Go
I
ahead.
give
No,
you the
go
opportunity
ahead.
to.
I'll give you that. I let you have that one.
I already talked about 8 games. You play 2 games.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
guess you've been playing games. You've
Go
been playing
ahead. I'll
games.
do it. I'll talk about it. You trying to shame me.
All right,
about
all
doing
right, all right,
games.
all right.
Yeah,
all
you only played 2 games. So
right.
I played a lot of that one game too.
True
Go
that.
ahead.
True that.
Go
So
ahead.
yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I've been gaming on.
Okay, so level.
We did have a comment. Mr. Taz Blue said no. Not sure what he'd be referring that to, but he said, "Don't buy it. We gonna laugh at you." Level. You talking about you getting Warzone?
I ain't gotta buy it. I'm gonna download it. It's free. I ain't gotta buy nothing, so I don't mind being level head down in the free game. It's only
We'll
hard.
see about that.
It's only heart wrenching when you paid for it and you still level head down. Anyway, Taz, welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. Taz, I'm still trying to get you on here. I don't care what K-Bone said. We got to get you on here, man. He said, Lord have mercy. Anyway. But, okay, so since K-Bone tried to air your boy out, talking about my little 2 games, making it like I don't do no games.
I was just
It's like, wow, man. I thought I did a
no,
lot
I
of
didn't want
games.
to take. I didn't want to take all the games.
You're right. So for me, I because your boy been sidelined from work, I've had a lot of time on my hands over the last couple of weeks because I've been basically rendered to sitting down. So as y'all know, I beat Last of Us. And I was like, what am I going to move on to? And I kind of got to talk to the fellas on.
Well, you didn't tell us you beat last. I think you said you were at the end last time.
No, I beat it. I was just waiting for the closing cut scene. I was at the end. I had beat. I'd seen all the story had to offer outside of Ellie going back to where she had to go.
Hold on now.
Oh, my bad. Well, the end scene. Put it like that. The end scene. So
there we go.
I beat it, and like I said, I enjoyed that game. The storyline was top notch. Thank you. And my wife is bringing me some Kool-Aid, y'all. Ooh, that's not Kool-Aid. That's lemonade, raspberry drink. That's really good. Anyway, so so I was like, what am I going to move on to? You know, so I contemplated a few titles. Elden Ring, am I going to pick that back up and try to beat that? Bridge of Spirits, Kingdom Bridge of Spirits, am I going to try to go and finish that? Because I was stuck on this pot and I didn't really want to jump back into that just yet. So it was like, I think I want to try out this Spider-Man. And I wanted to try the original Spider-Man since I had beat Miles Morales. And I had Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4, but I found out I could get the remastered version because I had Miles Morales, so I downloaded it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this title. I'm about 60% through this title, and it's a dope game. The graphics are amazing to me. I forgot how good Miles Morales looked, and this game reminded me just how good that game looked. And I like the fact that it doesn't give me the motion blur that Last of Us 2, the motion sickness that Last of Us 2 was giving me. No watery eyes, no fatigue. I can play this game 4-5 hours, man, and not feel nothing. And I'm really enjoying it. The storyline, me and K-Bone was kind of chopping it up before we jumped in here. And I was kind of sharing my likes about this one over Miles and what I liked about Miles over this one. What I like about this one over Miles is the storyline. You fight a lot of bosses. I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything because I'm literally
the game came out in 2018.
Yeah, I'm way behind on this game. So you're dealing with the Sinister Six with Dr. Octavius and all the different ones. It's pretty dope how that all comes together. Really good storytelling. What I like in Miles over this one is I like Miles' interaction, how he talks and what he says while he's swinging and through the city and all that stuff. And I like the music in Miles Morales a lot more than I like the music in this game. But I like the storyline, the boss fights, and all that in this game more so than Miles Morales. The world is bigger in this game than Miles Morales. And but I didn't realize Miles was in this game so much.
Yeah.
Go back upstairs, boo-boo. Yeah, we'll play the game when I come upstairs. Yeah, Mario Kart. All right. See what they my birthday girls today. Y'all give my birthday girls a shout out.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, they turned 7 today. So I think
Me and the wife was just trying to find out how old they were.
Yeah, they 7, man. 7 going on 32. So anyway, girls, man, they bossy, boy. So this, to me, this game offers a lot more than Miles Morales. So if you only played Miles Morales, I think you should play this version of Spider-Man because you're going to get a lot more game. Like I would be, if I would play Miles Morales the same length of time I've played this game, I would have been unbeat Miles. Miles would be done. I'll be at the end of Miles. That's how much time I'm putting this game, and I'm about, like I said, I'm at 59% through the game. At least that's what my thing is telling me. I'm at 59% through the storyline. I think Miles got a lot more moves than this current Spider-Man, but you can get suits that allow you to do some of the stuff Miles do with electricity and all that. But if you want to just stay true to Spider-Man, I would say Miles has more moves and more powers than this Spider-Man has. But overall, I'm glad I made the decision to go ahead and get the remastered version over the PlayStation 4 version. Man, it's night and day in visuals. And my God, this game, I just forgot how good the game looked. I also played Sackboy with my girls. I've been letting them get on that Sackboy because it's multiplayer. So they've been playing through that. And my older daughter has been showing my twins how to play, and they getting pretty good at traditional controls. So they know how to run and jump and everything. So your boy, man, my daughters is taking on their daddy's gift of gaming, man. They casual girl gamers, man. They there. So
you mean love of gaming, not gift of gaming.
Gift. I didn't miss my words. I didn't stutter. You ain't gonna do that to me, K-Bun. K-Bun trying to get that off, Keith. Look at this. Slap yourself, K-Bun. Don't be doing me like that. The gift of gaming. Anyway, so and I also, since K-Bun was like, I'm gonna leave this for you because you only had 2 good games. Like, he was right too. All I did is have 2. Me, K-Bum, and Taz, after that podcast from last week, we jumped on Ninja Turtles. And we blew through that joint, man. I was the best out of the 2. I just want y'all to know. I was handling business out of the 3, yeah. Out of me, him, and K-Bun. K-Bun was the weak link, man. I'm just gonna tell y'all, he was hogging all the hits, and that's why he wants Donatello, y'all, because he wanna have all the kills, all the everything, man. I'm like, Taz, I get what you're saying, bro. Your brother tries to hog the show. But Keith on level had to come in there and no, K-Bun was still the leader.
Okay, there. I was just gonna take my time. I wasn't gonna say a word.
I wasn't far behind you, though. I wasn't far behind you, and it was only because I was playing with characters I don't typically play with in this game. Because K-Bum got Donatello, Taz had Leonardo, so I had to choose Raphael. Which, when I was playing with him, he ain't got no reach. So Donatello just swings straight through me and kill it. I could be whooping on him. If Donatello swing, he gonna get the final hit because his club reach halfway across the screen. So I went back to Michelangelo's, handling my business. But we had a good time. We beat it. And realized the game don't really give you much after you beat it.
It's over. Like, okay, it's over. Thanks.
So yeah, we got through that. But no, man, them brothers was pretty good. They was handling their business. Said plus level head down and Ninja Turtle. No, it wasn't no level. Stop it, Taz. Don't do me like that. Here's slap yourself. Taz, I'm being nice. I had more kills than you, Taz. Stop doing me like that. Taz just kept on doing the jump and spin with Leonardo. That's all Taz kept doing. I was like,
man,
but anyway, let me stop. But that is a powerful move. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. And hearing Ghostface kill the rap on Shredder's stage was dope. So that's what we got it in. So that was fun with them. But yeah, I'm going to download this Call of Duty, man, so I go ahead and show y'all what the bills is. I'm going to do that. So anyway, that was our wrap it up time with what you've been gaming on. So let's get into our topics. What y'all want to go into first? We got the price hike. We got Gamescom. We got Mario, Sonic, and Keith, I'm going to let you take the lead on that. Y'all want to talk about Gamescom first, or y'all want to talk about PlayStation price hike?
About Gamescom. Go ahead and kind of get that out the way. I think it's still going on, right? Like, it's over this weekend.
Yeah. Actually, it ends on Sunday. I was wrong with my statement earlier. It actually ends on Sunday.
That's hitting, boy. God. That acid ain't playing going down the throat. All right, so my son brought me a fresh soda and about had me crying over here. It's strong. But so what part of the Gamescom do y'all want to talk about? Because it's been so much. I only seen the original showcase. So I don't know all the other things that took place. So I don't know where y'all want to start. Have
Yeah,
y'all been
I
enjoying
saw.
it? Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, I was gonna say I only really saw what you saw was the what was it, Jeff Keighley, his showcase.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, it was some cool games in there. It was, I'm actually trying to look it up and see what all was
It was a
announced.
couple of standouts to me. There's a few I want to talk about, but go ahead.
No, you got it because I'm actually
No,
trying to
you
look it
bring
up.
up the list and then once you go on, I'll pull up the ones that I want to kind of talk about.
Okay. Um, I don't know where my list is. Uh,
Let me just pull up. Let me just pull
the
it up.
the setup.
yeah, I was literally trying to get there, and I was like, can't.
Let me just
Man.
pull it up. I'm gonna pull up that showcase and then we can go from there. I just play it because I don't know all the names of these games, but it was a few that stood out to me, man, that I thought was pretty dope.
Like, are we live, guys? Are we live?
Yeah, we live. Hey, let me
What's happening?
see. Xbox had a booth. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Sony.
believe they
I don't think
definitely have
Sony didn't show up. Was the only one that didn't show up. Nintendo had the Treehouse today.
but Sony talked about the new controller.
Oh
But go
yeah.
ahead, give me y'all while I'm looking up the opening night. Give me y'all verdict on what y'all seen.
I give it a C on what I seen. Like I said, I can't remember everything because I was also working while it was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sonic Frontier still looks good to me. Um, with that, and me and K-Bon kind of talked about this. I wasn't really feeling the dialogue on High on Life. They had they were showing like this boss battle. And the boss battle, I'm not gonna lie, it looked fun. It looked like something I would do. You know what I mean? Like you had, like it reminded me of like Metroid Prime. But the dialogue, I could have did without the dialogue. It was like some unnecessary cuss words, and I was like, that just seems
Is
unnecessary. I
that was
mean,
that was that the first person shooter?
yeah.
Yeah, that was
With the
that was
little,
with the little.
you saw it,
Yeah, I saw that mess. Yeah, I thought it
yeah.
was a little much on the language and just over the top for over the top sake. No real aim for why you said just for gamers that just want to be, them
Edgy.
type. Yeah, just edgy for edgy's
Uh,
sake.
Again, is showing that you guys don't watch Rick and Morty. If
Not
if
at
if
all.
that's what you draw from that, then it's definitely showing that you guys don't watch the
Yeah, it's
show
that
that is kind of based
Futurama
off of.
type, them recussing and
It,
all that. Yeah,
yeah, it's not cussing for cussing's sake. It's kind of I wouldn't say it's their mo, but the game really does feel like Rick and Morty. Like I said, the key I believe it's a little bit more than what Rick and Morty is. So it's turned up a little bit, right?
okay.
But it feels from the characters, from the over the topness, which is what Rick and Morty is, the over the topness. It feels like Rick and Morty. It does, but with some extra leverage that they can do because it's not TV and it don't have to censor certain things.
I didn't care for it. They could have saved some of that. It's just off humor for me. It's like, this is pointless. It's like super bad. Like I went to me and my wife just went out one night and we just decided to go whatever we picked, we was go watch it. We picked super bad. And it was it was funny, but it was super bad at the same time. But anyway, so like it was raunchy. I don't care for I mean, I ain't opposed to raunchy because a lot of comedians that I like can be raunchy, but I don't there's some levels of raunchy that's too raunchy for me. Like, I'm good on all that. I don't even want to hear all that. But so I'm playing I'm playing this showcase, and I don't want to spend too much time on this.
Nah, I don't. I want to walk through the whole thing. I think that'd
So
be a
I'm
little bit too
trying to
much.
go to some games that kind of stood out to me. Let's go to Callisto. How you say that? Is it Protocol? Callisto Protocol?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah, that's it.
protocol.
How did y'all think this showing was? This kind of was a miss for me. And then the last few times I liked what they showed, this one I didn't care for it. And I don't know why. It just didn't hit right for me. What y'all think about Callisto Protocol showing?
So when I saw it, I thought the graphics looked good, but I didn't really care for it. It's like one of those things that you gotta play like one of those games you just have to experience for yourself. Because like I said, I was working, so I was going back and forth, and I had I got multiple monitors, so I had it up on one screen, and I looked at it and I was like, I'm okay. That's how I felt in that moment. I was like, I don't need to watch this. I'm cool. It didn't grab me, but I'm pretty sure if I played it, it'd be a lot more atmospheric, a lot more thrilling. But just like you said, the showing, it just didn't grab me.
No, it didn't. It didn't grab me at all. I was like, it's making me like, I don't know if this really is for me or not. This doesn't feel like Dead Space. It doesn't. The things that you're dealing with doesn't come off like Dead Space to me. It kind of felt like Last of Us with the clickers more so than anything. But go ahead, K-Bone. Have you seen?
I guess I'm just going to be disagreeing all day with you guys. But the thing is, I didn't. To me, it wasn't that much different than what they already showed us. To me, they didn't really show us anything new in that 3 minute. Right? It was, to me, it was very similar to what they already showed. That's why I'm kind of trying to think why you guys kind of didn't feel it, because pretty much to me it was the same thing, just without some of the over the topness. Right? I felt very similar to this one.
I guess. Go ahead.
No, no. I said so with the main guy. I thought the little transformation was cool. I thought that what I'm saying. In fact, he took a little bit more bullets than the other ones, and he had a little transformation when you didn't kill him fast enough. I liked it. I thought that was a pretty cool aspect of the game. And to me, I mean, I get a lot of um, uh, Dead Space vibes from it, and I'm just as excited as the first time I saw it. Nothing here change anything for me. It was pretty much on par to what I was thinking the game would be. So I'm kind of in the same boat. I'll be getting this game when it comes out, either buying it or a game fly, but I'll definitely be getting it around the time it comes out in December.
Yeah, I think for me, what changed, it wasn't that they necessarily did anything different. I think I got a chance to see more of how the enemies or the little, what would you call those creatures move, or the whatever those things are. And it just, I don't know, seeing the game running and no cutscenes, no you jumping from this to this, you ain't really just seen them play it. When you getting fast, like edits that you see in this scene, you see in that scene, you see in this scene, you see in that scene, it kind of was like, oh, that's look dope, because you don't get to see it all the way play through. But when they just played this stage, and it was like, I was like, I don't know, man, this ain't.
Well, it was a stealth segment.
Yeah,
right.
It didn't
The stealth segment isn't there to wow you. It was stealth.
right.
You have to also understand like what type of gameplay that was. That was the stealth portion of the game, which is probably not going to be the main focus of the game. The creatures and monsters are going to be popping out at you all day. So it was a stealth portion of it, and it was just a slide down a water slide moment. I mean, you kind of have to take it for what it was. It wasn't there to wow or blow you away. It's just segments of the game, and that's why it didn't change anything, because it was stealth, and it was the little quick time events that you do. That maybe there's 5 of those in the whole game. The water scene when you're kind of rolling down. To me, those are not main portions of the game. Those are just other side pieces of the game that you're going to interact with while you're playing it.
And I'm going to say fair use, because I want to play the sound on this one. Fair use. I think this is Rise of the Fallen, or Lords of the Fallen. This was another title that kind of stood out to me that I thought I wanted to show and talk about. It's got more of a Souls-like aesthetic, but I mean, I ain't saying Callisto is not going to be good. I don't know if that showing what did it for me. I may need to see more. I'm not saying I will. I don't know if I ever said I was or wasn't going to get it. I don't know. But I think I need to see more to convince me if I want to get it or not. Right now, I'm kind of like, I don't know. But after playing Last of Us 2, I don't know if I'm ready to go back into a world like that again. So my nerves got to build up and courage got to build up for that. Well, what did y'all think about this one, man? This Lord of the Fallen. I think that's what it's called, Lord of the
Is
Fallen.
this a remake or is this part 2?
I don't know. It may be a remake. I don't know, but it looked interesting to me. I was like, this looked nice because they actually was showing all these cutscenes and but then they showed some actual gameplay towards the end, and it looked pretty cool. But it got that Souls. What's the other one that was on PlayStation 4? It was a demon. No, it wasn't Demon Souls. It
You're
was
talking about Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. It kind of gave me Bloodborne feel feelings. So what did y'all think about this, or did y'all get a chance to check it out?
Okay. No, I didn't see this. Okay, it is a sequel. No, man, I'm cool on all Souls games. What's the one you bought that you regret?
Elden Ring. It ain't that I regret it. It's fun. I just got to get my skills up with the boss, man. Them bosses don't play. I thought this looked cool, but yeah.
I'm cool on all these types of games. Like I wanted to, I was going to, and I was like, nah, I don't have the patience. I just don't feel like it.
Man, if you can beat the boss in Metroid Prime on Metroid Dread on hard, you can. I would love to see what you can do in one of these type of titles.
Nah. I mean, I don't think I'd be trash or anything like that, but like, nah, man. Like, I was watching somebody play one of those Souls games, and like they were dodging, but they were still getting hit, and I was like, nah, that's too cheap for me.
Yeah, it's cheap. Cheap. That's not no lie. I don't know what else is on here that I really want to talk about. Again, it was cool. Like I was telling K-Bum, it was nice to have some games to look at, and you know, I'm starting to learn to appreciate the fact that you had something. It may not have been everything I wanted, but it was something to watch and eat up some time as a gamer and see where some things that's coming. I think this is that Pinocchio title. I don't know if y'all watched this one.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, this one looks cool. And it's in that soul-like. It got that. Do y'all fear that soul-like type game's gonna start bleeding into other titles, making them like Souls in difficulty?
Possibly.
Go ahead.
There's a possibility there, but it's only going to continue if it makes money. Well, if you actually, it also depends on the developer, because if you remember, I don't know if you remember or not, but the makers of the new God of War talked about how they took a lot of their gameplay ideas from Souls.
In the new God of War, okay.
Yeah, the new God of War was a lot of that was driven by Souls, and even the what is that game? The Star Wars game. That the new Star Wars game that was also a Souls.
Jedi Fallen.
Yeah, that was a Souls game.
Well, I beat
EA
that, so
they made their version of a Souls game.
Then I might need to go back to Elden Ring because I beat that game, and I wasn't having no problem. With
that was Souls light, brother.
Yeah.
That was Souls light. That was Diet
I know
Souls.
that's what I'm like. I didn't feel like that was a Souls game. Go ahead, because I beat that one pretty
Zero
simple.
cow.
Yeah, that's Diet Souls, brother. Oh, that's funny.
Y'all dirty, boy. Y'all dirty.
I was being honest. That game was hard to me. So I know, to me, if that game was hard to me, I know I ain't want no. No Souls action.
I did have to.
I
think I told you I had to lower the difficulty. I was like, nah, I can't.
Well, on Souls on the Star Wars game.
The Star Wars game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I felt no shame.
Fair use. I just wanted to hear the sound. This game looks cool, man. I'm not gonna front and say it don't look cool, but it got that soul aesthetic. And like I said, Elden Ring has humbled a brother. Like, okay, I get it. This is not for the faint in heart. Because one swing, you be like, oh my God, how am I dodge that? You ain't dodging it. That's the whole thing. You better get some mushrooms and power-ups to eat and power back up real quick. Go ahead, Keith.
The whole time I was watching this trailer, I was thinking about that one PlayStation game that came out that never got a sequel. I never played it either. It's like a steampunk game.
Order 1906. No.
1992.
This is the game.
No.
No. I'm talking about the aesthetics, the setting. The
Oh,
setting.
okay. That game didn't need a sequel. Jesus.
Was it that bad?
Level liked it. I thought it was garbage.
What game was this?
Oh, wow.
Order was that Order
1992?
18 something?
1886.
I didn't
Something
like
like
that.
that.
I never played it. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, or no.
Yes, you did.
No. Actually, yeah, I did.
You did like thank you.
I
You did like that game
I talked trash about that game
until you played it.
because I heard how short it was. It was like literally 6 to 8 hours long.
Yep.
And so I talked about it real bad. Then I played it and actually enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed that game.
I thought it was
enjoyed
hot
that game
garbage.
I enjoyed that game. The graphics on that game was
amazing.
second to none. And
Absolutely.
it was the action in the game was pretty good. It was just not enough of it. I didn't have no problem with that game. I enjoyed that game.
I predicted the end of that game about 2 hours into it.
Oh yeah, the ending. I didn't say the story was good. You probably didn't like because of the story.
You already know I'm a story guy. If your story
Right.
trash,
No, the story was clearly was too basically
on the nose.
it was what's the word I'm looking for? Evident very early. Predictable. That's
on
the word.
the nose.
It was predictable.
On the
That's the word I was
nose.
looking for. Yeah, predictable on the nose. But no, I'm talking about the game, the gameplay. Cable, I'm talking about the story was trash. I'm saying the gameplay was fun. The story was trash. It wasn't trash. It was just too predictable. You knew what was going to happen.
Big
Probably
trash.
about 2 hours into the game. You knew what was happening. You knew who was going to be. You knew what was going on. So it was too predictable. But gameplay-wise, the game was fun. Cable wasn't going to call the game trash because the story was predictable.
Nah,
Cable, boy.
It was other pieces of it that made the game. Even the gameplay was unfun.
It was redundant. It got redundant. But
You're a 6-hour game. How can you be redundant? See, we on a whole different conversation.
it was redundant. It got redundant.
No, I'm saying it is. I'm saying that
Yeah.
it's bad that you're 6 hours and you're already hitting redundant. That's what I'm saying.
They used a lot of the same setups for each engagement. Every battle, every
Right.
shooting was the exact same setup, and it's like, oh, but I liked it. I liked it because it wasn't enough of it to bore me, even though it had a lot of redundancy. And like I've been here several times. I hid behind this box several times, snuck it behind this. But I was there for it. The werewolf jump out at the same time, shoot the werewolf, shoot him. Okay, he runs off, go around the corner. But the graphics and the way it felt, I have to give it kudos. It felt good. They should make another game for that game. Anyway, let's get off.
Was it similar to was it similar to Gears of War? Am I off there?
Some aspects would put you in the mind of Gears of War, the hiding, the duck and shoot, the cover and shoot aspect is definitely Gears of War. But Gears of War don't, as rerun as Gears of War can be, I would say this one, like literally the exact setup. Gears of War will break it up a little bit. But like I said, that's why it didn't bother me because Gears got that same aesthetic. But it wasn't as robust as Gears, as far as what it's asking you to do. It was really redundant, but it's only 6 hours of it. So I enjoyed it. I told Kay, I remember I called you. I was down here. I called like, man, I'm going to have to tell you I like this game, man. Anyway, let's look at this game right here because this is one y'all was kind of talking about based off the show. And give me your thoughts. Well, it's finna start an ad. Hold up, let me.
Well, I thought you was getting that YouTube Plus. I thought we had that conversation. You're supposed to renew your membership. What's going on here? We need to have
I just
level head fun.
I'm not logged in at the moment. I just realized I'm not logged in.
Okay.
So this is the game you was kind of talking about. Is this something you would get?
Game Pass.
It got that Bethesda look to it to me. Like I don't like this look. I don't like the look.
What's the Bethesda? Because
Like,
to me,
like is just just change the gun and change the title, and it's the same game. It looks like all them Bethesda type first person shooters. Like that looks horrible to me. I don't know. All that looks bad to me. But
I would think about getting this game. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't spend actual money on it.
Okay,
Absolutely
then y'all
not.
agree with me.
But I mean that's what I have GameFly for. To
me turn the
get
sound
games that I
off,
want to spend money for.
Cussing too much for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, please, yeah, don't play that value.
Yeah.
I would think about it because of the fact that I do like the Rick and Morty show, and the main guy character is the voice of Morty, and the gun is the voice of Rick. So I would get it. I would think about getting it. Lean more to getting it because of the fact that I do like the series. But it is a bit over the top, right? And if it's going to be, yelling at you, cussing at you for 20 hours of gameplay, I don't know if I'm gonna sign up for that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking at it like this just looks silly. I'm good.
Yeah, I would definitely play it. I'm not spending no money on it. Not the additional money.
It just look. I don't know, man. That's that weird. Yeah, I'm good. I'm done. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else that I remember from this showcase that. This expansion, this Telltale title was interesting to me too. It depends on fair use, everybody. Fair use. It also depends on if it's like the other Telltales where you just basically watching an interactive movie. If they actually got gameplay in this might be something I might look into. Cause I liked how this looked.
Oh yeah, I was just finna bring that up. It's and this is just alpha footage.
Okay, but it is actual gameplay. I mean, it's pre-alpha gameplay, but this, because I've never played a Telltale title, so
What?
I don't know how much gameplay is there versus just scripted dialogue and you choose and it does it. I don't really know how it works.
No, that's gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gameplay. I mean, it's not like a third person type gameplay, but it's definitely gameplay where you gotta. I remember I was playing Walking Dead. I had to sneak somewhere, so I had to actually sneak into like this place or whatever. So yeah, that's definitely gameplay.
All right, K-Bun, what you think about this title? Like I said, it looks good to me, man. I thought it looks kind of interesting.
I've said for a long time I wanted to play those type of games, those Telltale games, and I've always looked at them and said they look pretty cool. And I've just never played them.
Yeah,
it's just never won a position in my catalog. So I'm thinking that this may end up being the same way, to be honest with you.
Well, I think the last few Telltale titles, it was the setting, like the one where you kind of surviving on the, like, I forgot what it is, kind of zombie apocalypse and all that type of stuff. Is that what they had so many different?
The Walking Dead, had the Walking Dead. They had the Batman. Also had the Batman,
yeah.
Which I downloaded and played like the first episode, but didn't get any further. And you had the Borderlands as well.
And I think
How
that's
was the
what
Batman?
You said you was in the. Oh, you said, well, how was the Batman?
Yeah, how was the Batman?
Like I said, I only played the first episode, and it was cool, but I didn't go any further than the first episode.
So, but yeah, this one looks like something I can get into. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Nah, I'm good on now that. What else was here? Yeah, it ain't pretty much anything else that let me see. This one, make sure. Yeah, it ain't too much else I want to see on this one. So, let's move to the next subject. I guess we can talk about. Keith, I'm gonna throw it to you.
There will be some more games, more probably not reveals, but there'll be some more information showed this weekend because it's like E3, so it just opened up on Wednesday, and so they'll have some stuff, and I believe Xbox actually has a press conference coming up too, and also we didn't talk about the controller for the PlayStation. I don't know if we want to say that for a different
Yeah,
conversation, but
we ain't got
they did reveal that PlayStation Pro joystick, and my thing is I don't know if I trust Sony engineers when it comes to a good joystick because every last PS5 joystick I have has a joystick drift, and so I don't know they got to do a little bit more to show me that they can be competitive
competent.
in competent. Thank you, competent in doing creating joysticks that doesn't have drift because I have too many stupid joysticks in my house that doesn't work right.
Yeah,
Well, that was the focus of it, right? You can
Yeah,
swap them out. So
yeah, that's the focus. How many swaps I'm gonna do though?
yeah.
I
I
was
mean,
literally thinking that.
I was going to bring it up, but then I was like, do we really want to talk about a controller?
No, we don't have to talk about it, but I do want to say I was wondering like how many times you gonna swap the controllers out? Not only that, will you lose them? Like, are you gonna put them in like this special little spot? Like, seems kind of silly to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feel like it's gonna break quick. That's all I saw. Like something that's gonna break. I feel like you're gonna make an elite controller, make it a little bit more sturdy and all that. Didn't look like
Well,
you.
I don't know if the actual Xbox Elite you have to unscrew.
I thought you did. If you got a
I think it's
the
easily.
snap
I don't know
on.
if it's as easily. I think it snaps, but I think it's probably like as easily changeable as as this, but probably not as, but probably similar to
Yeah,
this.
because this looked cheap. This looked cheap to me. Like, bruh, you don't like when the two controller things came out. Like, bruh, that looks like it's just gonna break, and I be playing hard, and it's gonna pop out, and next thing I know, I lose because it popped open on me, or it start losing its clamp and can't stay closed. No, it just looked like a hassle to me. I'm good. Give me a controller that you need to unscrew if you want to get inside of it, or don't give me nothing, or make it to where you can't change nothing. You could just assign the buttons to what you want to assign them to, something like that. I don't know. It ain't this. I'm not getting this controller at all. So, what do we want to talk about? PlayStation, or we want to go into the Mario comparison? Because the PlayStation, let's knock the PlayStation out and then get into the Mario. So, K-Bomb, you can kind of take over here. So, kind of brings up to speed what's going on with PlayStation.
So PlayStation, Sony kind of sent out some communication this week about. I think today, actually, I'm not exactly sure if it was today or yesterday, but they sent out some communication saying that the PS5, I believe both versions of the PS5, will see a price increase in many countries. In Canada, I believe New Zealand, Italy, and some other places. I believe Japan too was one of those locations. But notably not America, right? Not the US, the
And I
USD,
got to pull it up
right?
here too. If you want me to read some of this stuff, just let me know.
That's
You let
cool.
me
That's
know,
cool.
buddy,
So
and I do what you need me to do.
all right, all right, all right. So another, saying that there's a price increase for several countries, but the United States was not one of those countries. And with that information, they kind of noted saying that the reason for this price increase is due to the global economy,
That was another game I
issues
wanted to
with
talk about.
the dollar, the currency in other countries, and shipping and manufacturing. That's kind of the ballpark figures and pieces that they said was kind of the issue here. That was driving the price up for the PS5 console. So PlayStation, kind of put themselves in a pickle, kind of put themselves in a bind where you already have something that's very hard to get, something that's not easily and readily available, and now you're hitting your consumers with another issue with the price now increasing, right? So um, it's not a good look as far as consumer for PlayStation, but I am kind of curious in what you guys' opinion about what's going on with Sony. What's your stance on kind of uh, what Sony is doing here.
Go ahead, Keith. I'm gonna let you take the lead. I already know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm gonna say everything you gonna say. No. Uh, so earlier, me and K-Bone was talking about this, and he had to kind of talk me off the wall because I was finna go in. I was like, "Yo, I remember, when the pandemic hit, GPUs went up, just components, computer components in general, just went up. And I believe, is it true that that's the reason that PlayStation 5 was having slow sales because they couldn't get the parts initially in the first place. And they just weren't on the store shelves. They was always being sold out because of the parts. So now as things have begun to go back to normal, GPU prices are going back down, CPU prices are going back down, just computer components in general are going back down. So from my perspective, it seemed like Sony was just trying to basically get a little extra money on these PS5 sales. But I had to consider the fact that what K-Mon said was globally. I didn't even consider the UK, Japan, China, Australia, Canada, Mexico. I didn't even consider any of those places from my perspective because we weren't seeing the price hike here, and I'm seeing the numbers go down, but I'm only seeing them here. As far as like those components I was just talking about, I'm seeing them here. So in my perspective, my limited worldview is that everything is going back to normal. But apparently that's not true, and Sony is trying to basically stay afloat, even though they're killing it and they're making a lot of money. They're making a lot of money on their game sales. So I guess what I'm here to say is I ate crow this morning, but but it does suck to see everybody else having to deal with this, and somehow we are passed over. But yeah, it does suck seeing all your other gaming family out there having to deal with the price hike. But it's good that the PlayStations are coming back on shelves. I think Best Buy has some. I think you got
Yes.
a call
Yep.
or something. Or no, I'm sorry, you gotta actually go in or something like that. You can't buy them online or something like that. So you have to actually physically get up. Hey guys, I know that's first world problems right there. You gotta get up and go to the store and actually pick one up.
I
But
like how Keith said.
but yeah, so it's cool that they're back on the shelves, but it sucks that everybody's having to deal with this price hike, and it's going to even suck even more when those prices eventually go back down, and they had to spend $100 to $200 more, respective of their currency. You know what I mean? But if that's what you want, then that's what you get. I wonder though if they could get one from the U.S. and just I don't know. That's a whole nother topic.
You still have to pay, even if you do that, getting it from the U.S., you're still paying that shipping to get it sent overseas. So the
Yeah.
question is, does the cost of the shipping therefore offset the price hike that you're paying in your country? So
Well,
that's
there you go.
kind of what you have
Can
to
I?
weigh if you decide to do something like that.
I have a few questions before I share my thoughts, which you already know my thoughts. But what is the? Do they know how much the hike is going to be?
Yeah. They had the price listed for. Let's see if I can pull it up for each location. They actually had
Got it right
the
here.
price. You got it.
Man,
You got it.
Yeah.
where you find it at?
I'm on CNBC. Yes,
CNBC.
CNBC. So what is it? Europe. It's a $50 increase, so it's from $549.99 for the disc version, $449 for the digital version. In the UK, that's not the same. Okay.
Yeah, I see it right now.
The UK is $479 for the disc version and $399 for the digital. I don't really know other people's currency, so I'm just saying the numbers because I don't know yen and euros and all that other stuff. But
Euro pounds.
yeah, I don't know all that. But In Japan, it's 54,980 yen for the disc version and 44,980 yen for the digital version. So it's a 5,000 yen increase. Let me go back. It's a 30 euro or pound increase for the UK, $50 euro in Europe, 400, what is that, yuan
So basically,
increase?
is about a $50 to $100 increase.
Pretty much.
Pretty much so.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna guess it's time for me to give my my take. I think Sony should take the hit. Let me just put it like that. I think Sony should take the hit. I don't think they should pass this on to the consumer. And as we were kind of talking about this behind the scenes in the chat, I was kind of reading you and K-Bum's back and forth, Keith, and K-Bum made some valid points. You was making some valid points. You was asking some valid questions. He was answering them. He was basically defending something. No, let me stop, K-Bum. I won't do you like that. But he was kind of
thank you.
coming, playing devil's advocate. Let's not just throw these guys out and say they, anti-consumer and all that stuff because they dealing with a real issue with inflation. All right. But my only take is this. I remember when Nintendo, and this is why I say what I'm saying. I remember when Nintendo with the Wii U couldn't sell a system, right? Couldn't sell nothing. They weren't making no money. The Wii U was a travesty, right? And they took that hit. They didn't put that on the consumer. I remember Iwata and all them. What is this? Maybe later. All right, thank you. Iwata them took pay cuts to all the directors, all the higher up, and Nintendo took pay cuts to offset the financial crisis that they were in. They didn't throw it at us to keep them afloat with hiking things up or whatever. So I think if it's $50 and $100, I think that's a hit Sony could take and it ain't gonna hurt. Sony has made a lot of money already off of the PlayStation 5, even with shortages. Sony in 2001 made, I want to say, $5 billion? Like they doing good. They not hurting financially.
That $5 billion in revenue or $5 billion in
I don't remember. I just knew it was off
because
PlayStation sales.
That's not revenue. And one thing I you know what? I said to myself I was gonna let you finish before I said something. So I'm gonna back up and let you go.
No, man. Hey, bro. If I'm wrong, correct it, brother. I'm just
No. If I start talking, I'm gonna spin into a whole different direction. So I want you to finish.
I'm just saying, I don't think even with the situation, inflation and all this, unless it's to a level that they just can't help but to, hey, y'all, we gonna have to offset this on the consumer. Y'all gonna have to eat some of this. I don't like when I'm looking at these prices. $50, Sony could have ate that. We gonna eat that. They unsold systems at a loss. I don't even know if they selling the PlayStation at a loss.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. And I want to get into that. I actually want to get into that. That's why I said
okay. Go ahead. Then it's best for you to take over because I was finna.
So here's the thing. Right when the initial forecast for the PS5 was created, right? The prices that they were expecting to get the parts were different than the price they actually were able to get the parts for. So usually when the PS5 comes out, new console comes out, Sony is always already at a loss,
right?
And then the shortages comes out with the material and the price start to jump, and so now they're even at a higher loss. And this is a piece that we're not actually talking about. That Sony for the first couple of years of the PS5 was even at a higher loss than originally noted.
Okay.
That even though they're selling, they can't meet their threshold of what they're expected to sell because the prices are higher and they're selling less because they have less material. And that's some of the pieces that we're not talking about here.
Let me ask this. Let me just real quick. I just want to see.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Is Microsoft experiencing the same inflation with?
Microsoft eats all type of stuff because they have so many other places that makes money, and they don't care if the Xbox is like has lost money like every year almost.
Okay, so
That thing is always losing money.
man. Okay,
They just eat it.
y'all.
They have so much storage of money that they eat that stuff all the time. And also, what you have to understand, when you're not in first place, you can't do the same things.
Yeah,
When you're not the one selling hotcakes, you can't do the same thing.
but we got Game Pass though, bro.
Okay. All right. So
Okay,
let me
go ahead.
jump back into it. Right. Um, our comments, and again, we're talking from a consumer's point of view,
I get that.
and we call it devil's advocate, but I like to look at it as if I was running that company. What would I do? What decisions would I
That
make?
is
Not from a
devil's
consumer.
advocate. That's the very
That
definition.
that's not devil advocate. That's looking at how, because you have to understand this, that the company is making the decision from a company's point of view.
Right.
They're not making that decision from a consumer's point of view.
Right.
So it's not just devil advocate. This is what the company is actually doing.
No,
That
I'm
their
saying
decision,
I'm saying you trying to think as the company is what devil advocate is.
it's
You trying to put yourself in their shoes, right? That's
I'm
all
putting
I'm
myself
saying.
in their shoes. Right.
Right.
I'm putting myself in their shoes because we can't just make decisions from a consumer perspective, because at that point we're like, give the games for free, right? But if you're that company, you want to make sound decisions and right decisions. And what I was trying to speak about earlier in the chat was, we actually don't know their finances, right? And we don't know, because I actually looked at an article and the guy was talking about um how how we have, the economy has dropped, right? And we've seen these prices actually become more expensive when it comes to shipping, and it comes to the fluctuation of the global currency. The global dollar is fluctuating, and you have to understand that you're selling products in countries where their economy is failing because of COVID, right? And what happened after COVID, and trying to get things back, right? And we're in a global issue where gas was almost at $6 at one point, right? And that affects shipping.
Right.
If you pay any attention to the food industry, they've been raising prices
Yeah, chicken
almost weekly.
chicken
Chick-
wings. You know how we like our chicken wings. Chicken wings cost 20. If you don't go to if you go buy some chicken
$20.
wings, and if you got a Sam's Club, let level tell you, you can get more wings at Sam's Club for about $5 cheaper than buying it at Walmart. Go to Sam's, y'all, and get your wings over there. Go ahead. That's a little
Right, but
tidbit of information
but
for you from the Level Head podcast. Go ahead.
Good point, sir. Good point. But we're seeing that with in other places, that we're seeing this, and even Meta of Facebook, right? They had to increase the price of their VR headset by $100. Right? It's not just an isolated incident where it's just Sony. It's actually hit a lot of places, and a lot of places are making the tough choice to eat the money, right? And to go ahead and take that loss. And then some companies are saying, you know what, we if we want to be able to still do business and meet some of the, cause my thing is this, and this is the piece people forget. This is the biggest piece that people forget when they talk about this. And I'm gonna share the secret right here on Live and Level podcast.
Uh-oh.
Companies are here to make money. If you
Oh
guys
my
didn't know
God.
that, if you did not know that, if this is new to you, I am dropping a bomb that companies are here to make money. They're not here to lose money, right? But there's a thin line you have to change between, making money and being anti-consumer, right? You have to balance that line, right? But a lot of our comments are from a consumer's point of view,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
just
absolutely. Absolutely.
and we tell them to eat the price, or you don't got to charge that much, or you're just trying to get money. No, they're trying to be able to put food on the table that everybody's working for them. Right?
Well,
There's a lot going on here, and so
right.
I'll end with this last point. Right, is that I don't know if they're fully justified with their price increase. I said all that to say this. I'm not fully sure that they're because the thing is I can only assume because I don't know the numbers. Don't know how much they're paying for shipping. I don't know how much the economy is hurting them. Without having those numbers, no figures, we're just throwing darts at a wall here and saying what we really feel the company should do, and that doesn't mean that's what the company should do, right? And so that's why I'm just trying to come from a different perspective, so that we can not be so gamer-ish about these things and actually look at the bigger picture. And that's kind of my whole spiel with that is, look at the bigger picture. Don't just look at how it affects you as a gamer and the company should act in that matter because it affects you as a gamer. But look at the bigger picture. How is it truly affecting, the men and women who work at these companies that have to take the pay cut. It's easy for us to say take a pay cut, but when we're on the end of that pay cut, we got problems. So that's all I had to say. I'll wrap it up before I ramble on.
No, we don't want to stay on this too long, but I'll add this. I agree with what you said, K. But I'm with Keith now. I changed my position.
Well, it's funny you say that because I want to change. No, just playing.
No, I don't. My position is not that I'm like I don't know if they should. I'm like what K-Bum at. How he ended is kind of. I'm like, okay, I can agree with that. I can move. I can pivot to that position. Like without knowing the numbers and knowing exactly how bad this is affecting them. Because when K-Bum kind of went everywhere else, you looking at chicken prices, you looking at gas prices. Everything across the board is high, and we know why. And that's all been put on the back of us as consumers. So the best thing is, y'all, if you want a PlayStation, you best be tracking one down really quick. That's all I can tell you. But I mean, $50 that's not a bad hike. But not being able to tell what these, different like yen and all them, not knowing how to break that down is where I don't know what's the equivalent. Like the euro is a $50 increase, so it goes from $400 to $549. I mean from five. How much is $399? Dang, how much is it? This went up.
I think it's $4.99 for the main one is $4.99.
Is that how much I paid for mine?
I believe so because the $2.99 is where the Xbox Series S.
Okay, so yeah, $4.99. Yeah, okay, yeah, I bought it for $4.99. So basically $500, and it done bumped up to $550. That's not bad. That's not a bad hike.
Well, the pound, the euro is higher than the dollar, so it's probably from our point of view, it went up about $30, $35.
I ain't gonna scold them, but if they could take the hit, I think they should try to. And like you said, Xbox ain't in a position to really try, and they don't have to, but they probably gonna follow suit too. And Nintendo definitely about making money, so we don't know them. They may hold pat because they already.
We'll see that they're a video game company, so they can't really make moves to hurt their bottom line because
and they already their system is already in the green out the gate.
Yeah,
they probably making switches for $30 now. All the parts they use. Anyway, Lord forgive me for doing that. So
that's funny.
Let's get to this next topic. So Keith, I'm gonna let you take over here, and I kind of got it pulled up. So you had this subject about Sonic Frontier and the Mario open world game, and I guess your thing was what was the strengths and weakness of both approaches, and what can we gain from it? Like, I'm gonna let you take over and set this up.
Not quite. So what I was
hold on, let me do this. All right. Just let me say all that to just be like, no.
I mean, you probably would have gave me some new nuggets I could have used, but let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, well, I thought I had that, boy. I was like, yeah, I got this.
You did.
No, that's not it. Because let's go. Go ahead, man.
Not quite. So I was looking at the Sonic Frontiers, and I thought it looked pretty good. and the new trailer. Excuse me, the new trailer, and it just made me, have nostalgia, and I was just like, man, I wonder how and where did Sega fumble the ball or fumble the bag really with Sonic? Because like I'm looking at this game and I'm seeing a lot, huh?
No, I'm waiting till you finish. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, I'm seeing a lot of new stuff, right? There's like a lot of new stuff, and then when you go look at a game like Mario Odyssey, yeah, there's new things, but it doesn't feel like brand new to the series. You know what I mean? Like it's still
Odyssey?
familiar.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, even in
know.
Odyssey.
Okay.
Like, yeah, for me, I was like, yeah, this is, not I don't want to say typical and make it seem like it's bad, but it's like Nintendo was able to bring Mario from 2D to 3D, and they did the transition so well that people still regard Mario 64 as one of the top games. I don't, but it was one of the top games at the time. And it's like, where did Sega go wrong with Sonic? Because I'm looking at this game and everything looks new outside of the Green Hill stage or whatever, and a few of the bounce things. It's like they're still trying to figure this thing out for this character. Um, and I don't know. I just to me, outside of his speed, it's like what else? What are they doing wrong, and what are they getting right? And then the same thing with Mario. What could they be doing? What could Nintendo do with Mario to make it even better than what it is? Because I do feel like they get a lot more of Mario right than Sonic. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
um,
I think I can answer this one.
go ahead.
One, okay. I'm looking at Sonic, and I see a lot of new, yet I see a lot of old, the same. I see the world looks amazing, but you're doing the same stuff you did in all the other broken games in an amazing looking world. Whereas Mario, they figured out 3D open world platforming, and it's hard to improve on their formula because they really figured it out at their first attempt with 64. And all they had to do was improve with the visuals and the aesthetics because they got Mario pretty much right in the 3D world. And Sonic speed is what breaks Sonic. How do you replicate speed in an open world? And you can't. Yeah. You can't replicate it unless you slow it down like Mario. And that defeats what Sonic is. To make Sonic fun, you need to go open world like Tails and like Mario. But to do that is to concede that you cannot figure out speed and how to replicate speed, where I believe Mario does speed better than Sonic. It just doesn't look blistering. Like when you play, if you go to 64 all the way up to Odyssey, if you do the sliding, if you get whatever that power up is that make Mario go a little bit faster, where he puts his hands out, like even with the flying, Mario runs super fast, but it works because you're able to run around the 3D world like 3-4 times the speed that you normally be able to run. Whereas Sonic is flash speed, like you literally got, and you can only put that on rails. So as I was watching this trailer, let me go back real quick. I saw a lot of rails that okay, so like this scene right here. This looks like all the old stuff that Sonic did that you don't look like you got any control over, and the world just looked good. So I don't know if they figured it out yet. Odyssey, to me, Odyssey did a lot of new ones. They brought a lot of new elements into the Mario universe, like the clothes changing, like that. I remember me and you kind of geeking out over the one stage with the dinosaur and the realistic nature of that.
Yeah.
Like Sonic, like a lot of this that Sonic is doing, Mario did that in Odyssey. Like the area where you go and you got to fight the dinosaur, that was realistic looking. It just ain't as, I'm pretty sure this is either the PC or the PlayStation or Xbox Series X. This is definitely not the Switch version, but I see a lot of the same with Sonic here, man. Like this is making me feel like they haven't figured it out, and they may never figure it out, because this is a lot of the same stuff. They trying Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff to me. Rail, everything is rails. Let's look at everything is a rail.
It's like he's still trying to be a 1990s hipster.
That too, but I don't think they figured out Sonic. Mario 64 has been the shell, and they just brought it up to current graphics. But they really figured it out with Mario. Just like I think they broke the mold with Zelda with Breath of the Wild. They finally broke the mold, but they had a real strong formula that was basically Ocarina of Time up to Breath of the Wild was the first break away from that, and even some of Ocarina of Time is still in Breath of the Wild. But that freedom, like, is that difference that made it so different. But I see a graphical overhaul. I see beautiful stages, but I see Sonic doing all the same stuff, being stuck to a path and a what's that? I just said it, a rail. Everything is a rail. So I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that. K-Bun, you want to give it a whirl?
Nope.
Oh,
Platformers, man. Platformers.
like, go ahead.
None of this means anything to me. It's hard for me to even stay awake in this conversation.
Wow.
No,
That's what I'm like. All this PlayStation, we just got done talking, and you can't stay awake. And Sonic, come on, bro.
No. The problem is, none of this has looked good to me at all. With Sonic, and I don't really have the tools to display how to fix it because I don't play these type of games, so I'm not equipped enough to give you an answer on what's the proper way to fix it because I don't have games that I enjoy in this genre that I can kind of pull from and say, you know what, if they did it like this, it would make more sense, right?
Right.
And that's kind of the portion I'm coming from when I say I don't know how much I can add as far as insight with Mario and Sonic because I haven't played a Sonic game since Sonic 3, and I haven't played Mario since, good Lord, was it Mario 3?
Wow.
So I couldn't tell you.
Can I add this to it? Okay. I don't know where y'all at on the visuals. So this bridge scene right here, and I'm hoping I'm gonna pause it. But okay, like this is all real what they showed you. You're not. This is not allowing you to take advantage of the visual. And this is the trick that Sega team does. That you get caught up in all the aesthetics of the stage, but you're not really. Like Mario, when you jump over this bridge, if I can land on that bridge and actually run around, that's going to be amazing. If I cannot, it's just a lie. It's just a bunch of fluff. Like Mario, and y'all can kind of see it. I see where y'all at. See this part where he going through the ring and you crossing over the bridge. If you can't land on that bridge and run around freely, then this whole scene is a lot of fluff. It looks amazing, but you ain't touching none of that. He jumped over all that amazing scenery. He just ramped right over all that, and you basically Mario Karting through all this stuff. You're not really traversing it. You're not really running around it freely and open. And that's the question I have for this title, like what they showing here. If you can stop and go where you want, and this is just showing you the speed, and I think that may be what they doing. But on this part right here, I don't think that's what they doing. I think this is really a rail through an amazing looking set background. Whereas Mario, you will be able to land on that bridge and run around and interact with everything that's up there. I don't know if Sonic gonna let you do that. Now, in these open scenes with the sand and all that stuff, I think those are open world, and you could slow down and probably run around that. But that's the problem with Sonic. Without the rails and all that stuff, the speed part really makes no sense. And then that's what makes Sonic games Sonic games. Once you slow Sonic down, what are we doing? It's Sonic. It ain't. I think that's the problem with Sonic. He may not work in a 3D world. He may be a 2D character. He don't work. He may not translate to 3D right. Tails might work in a 3D world because it ain't speed with Tails. That's why I was going to say Lucky Tails is what Sonic would be without the speed. He can be Lucky Tails, but Lucky Tails is nothing but 3D Mario. So I think Sega doesn't want. I think Sega wants what Mario does, but they don't know how to give it to you with Sonic. They trying to give you Mario, but Sonic can't do Mario. Sonic ain't. He's not a. I'm just be real. He's not a platformer. Sonic is really not a platformer. Most of Sonic is you just blazing through the stage and trying not to stop from running. Half the time you're not in control of Sonic. It's like a pinball. It's like a pinball game. You hit the pinball, it go everywhere. You ain't really controlling where that ball going. You just trying to keep it from going out. When it get to the part you can control, boom. All right, got it back up. I don't know where it's going, but I'm gonna make sure I hit it when it get down here. That's what Sonic is. It's pinball, and Sonic does everything he wants to do. You have no control over it until certain parts, and then you in the pinball game, you the two breakers or the two arms that knock the ball back in play. That's what you're doing with Sonic most of the time. You're trying to keep him on the course, but you ain't controlling probably 80% of that aspect. You're not controlling most of that. That game taking Sonic everywhere that rail is taking him until you see Spike or you see, and then you should at that. Oh, you need to jump on that part so that's what you're waiting for. Whereas Mario, you in control of the whole experience. You not in control of Sonic like that. When he running fast, you at his mercy for the most part. So I don't know what they can do with him. I ain't saying this game ain't gonna be good. I don't know. It looks like it has potential, but I'm with K-Bum. There's a lot here I feel like it's same old, man. It's just rails in the most stupidest places. Like, why would this even be here? If Sonic is in a new world, why would all this stuff be here? So it's I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if Sega gonna ever figure out Sonic. And this may be the game, it may not be. But what I'm seeing right now, okay, let me go back to that part. See, this is where you got control in these parts. You can kind of tell. But a lot of this is real, man. A lot of this stuff is real, except for that part. And when you see,
so you can just put the joystick down, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do
most of the time. But then the parts that you see that you actually got control is slower. Look at this part. Is zoomed out, and you see Sonic ain't moving near as fast. They got the blur going around him, but he not moving fast. He moving like Mario. So they can't do speed and platforming. You got to do one or the other. And I think that's what Nintendo formula works so well, because the speed Mario does is within reason to make it make sense for him to be able to run that fast, where Sonic speed is so lightning speed, you can't make that look right and still do platforming at that speed. It's one or the other. So you either on a rail or you running slow. And most the slow parts, they don't master like a Mario game. And the fast parts, you on a rail, so you don't even feel like you controlling it. So it's always broken. And even the one we praise on the Genesis, it was fun, but it was more about the graphics than you actually controlling Sonic. Like I never felt like I was in control of Sonic.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull up Mario New Donk City?
Mario New Donk City?
New Donk City. That one stage.
New Donk City. Okay. Mario. Yes, I can. I can do that.
So you said something that kind of stood out to me. A lot of that stuff in these stages don't make sense. you said, why is this right here? And I saw that I hadn't even thought of it. I was like, why is that right there? It's like they don't really consider or think about it because, like, when you pull up this New Dawn City with Mario, it's a small little area, but it makes sense. It almost feels like people could actually live there, even though it's like a little small little taste of an island or whatever. But the streets, everything that he plays with in this world makes
This one right
sense.
here.
Whatever
It's nighttime on this one. You want the daytime one?
It don't matter to me.
Okay, but it's the city. Yeah, it's the city stage.
Because I'm so when you look at the city, there's what can he ride on? He can ride on the moped. He can take a car. He can jump on street lights. He can still do Mario stuff, right? But everything makes sense. Like nothing like there's no just one big whirly world just sitting in the opening. You know what I mean? Like you can see,
Right.
and then they have stuff that's like under construction. Like, hey, this is coming soon, even though it never is gonna come. But it's like with Mario, even though you got this fake world,
you got stuff that's clearly like the boxes, the money boxes, everything.
yeah.
But it makes sense to the aesthetic of the world. Go ahead, though. I took over. My bad. Go on and finish.
No, you're good. But it just makes sense. Whereas Sonic is just like, let's just throw some stuff out here and see what happens. You know, and the gamer, the player can tell. You know, like we know y'all just put this out here just to give us something to do. You know what I mean? Like this.
You put it out there for Sonic to do the speed. Okay, see Mario. Okay, the coin stuff. New Dunk City is in Mario's world, so the coins being there makes sense because Mario World has floating coin boxes in it. It's stupid as heck, but it's a part of Mario's world. Now, you could say the same thing about Sonic, but when you take Sonic, what is Sonic's world? Is this world a Sonic world, or is this a... Because if you look at the movie, Sonic is supposed to be in a real world out of his universe. So why would you have bouncy things all in the sky?
Let's not use movies as an indicator.
Okay,
so we've all seen Mario's movie. So
okay, if you in a new if you in a new frontier, right? Yeah, I guess it's still in the Sonic universe, but this is supposed to be a new world, uncharted world. Why would you have all these rails for Sonic to do Sonic things in the world he's new to?
True.
That's the problem. It's like,
yep.
It doesn't make any sense, but that's the only, you can't be Sonic without that stuff. But that's what breaks Sonic in 3D worlds, is all that stuff.
Hey, is this your gameplay? What is going on?
I don't know. This is somebody. This ain't my. This is. Do you see that big game explain on that? Don't do me like that, Keith.
What is going on?
I think they just trying, but you made a. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, like you see these coins up here. No, it don't make any sense. But it don't really break the game. It doesn't break. Whether you put them coins there or not, Mario's going to be Mario in this universe because Mario can fit in any platform. Sonic, you can't. You got to put stuff up for Sonic to do the things that make Sonic authentically Sonic. But a lot of those things that make Sonic breaks the game. So the speed breaks the game all the time. They have not figured out how to make Sonic move fast and make it make sense. And that's what's breaking. That's what breaks it all the time. I think the closest they got was the game that came on the Wii U was the closest they got to doing Sonic right. And yeah.
They went away from it.
And they went away from that.
Lost Worlds.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that hurt Lost Worlds was the fact that the bosses were trash. Like they were absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
And super easy. But as far as like they did slow Sonic down, so you had a lot more control.
Right.
And the camera perspective was right where it needed to be. It wasn't intrusive like them old Sonic Adventure games. Like, oh gosh, the memories. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my opinion, and they can't figure it out. So And here's the sad truth. I think Sonic is so over top, you need to stay in an over the top world. Stop trying to put him in a realistic world. Keep him in a cartoon aesthetic so everything you do in the cartoon world makes sense. There's no point in trying to pull him into a real world because real world wouldn't have none of the stuff you got floating around. It just don't make sense. So I say stay with the cartoony look, the cartoony animation, and then everything you do makes sense and it works. But they did a lot of slowing down of Sonic in this game. Like you said, Sonic was slowed down a whole lot. I'm trying to find a stage that shows it, but too many cutscenes. I never beat this game. Actually, I didn't buy it. But another thing you notice, Keith, they did a lot of side scrolling stuff in the game. But look, here it is right here. You see Sonic is real panned out. So when Sonic running fast, it makes sense. And this is the best they ever done it, in my opinion. Is this game. But then you get to a lot of side scrolling scenes. So I don't know. I don't think they're ever gonna figure out Sonic. I think we unlabored this one enough. But that was a good subject. Anything else on that before we move on?
Nope.
K-Punk, you ain't right. Did we want to say anything about the Splatoon stuff we saw? Did you watch any of it?
Splatoon is not a good watch for me. It's a good game to play. It's not something I want to watch.
At this point, I don't need to watch no more of it. I'm like that with, I'm pretty sure K-Bomb like that with Call of Duty. I don't need to watch it. I'd rather play it. K-Bomb, you ain't saying nothing? You ain't going.
I want to see this new Call of Duty. I want to see what it's all about. To be honest, so I don't think I would agree with that piece for this one. I mean, when you see it once, you kind of like, okay, now I get it. But I haven't seen it at all as far as multiplayer. So
and let me say this too. Now that I'm watching Sonic Lost World, this looks a lot like Mario.
Yeah.
This looks a lot like Mario. Did Nintendo help make this game?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, Nintendo was a part of the making of this game.
No wonder it looks so. It doesn't look like Sonic. It got Sonic stuff in it, but they need to get this game. They need to give Sonic to Nintendo. That's what they need to do. They just need to give it to Nintendo.
That's how you say. That's how you save
Sonic.
Sonic.
You save Sonic. Give it to Nintendo, because all this is very much. None of this looks like a Nintendo game with Sonic running around in it. Like all these characters, these bosses, the stuff the bosses are doing doesn't feel like Sonic. It feels like Mario. But that's what works in a 3D world. It's perfect. Anyway, let's wrap this up, man. So, anything else? We done? Are we done? Or we finished?
New episode of She-Hulk.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about that a little bit.
Really? No, yeah, I seen it. I ain't like it.
What? I didn't like the first episode. I like this one.
I love the first episode.
Man, we on two different ends. I hated
That's
the first
funny.
episode.
Yeah.
Like this one.
No, I didn't feel like. Well, I gotta rewatch it. My kids are talking and stuff through it, but
I thought it was a really good episode. To be honest,
I like a lot of the tie-ins and tying up loose ends and Easter eggs. If you ain't seen a lot of these movies and been following for years, you wouldn't know what they was talking about. I liked all that. How they talk.
I gotta go back and watch it because they was talking, asking questions. What about Captain? What we talking about? Can we watch the TV show?
They did slow Sonic down in this game.
Oh yeah,
and it works.
It's just the story stuff that's trash.
Yeah,
these bosses.
And it kind of and these bosses kind of remind me of Odyssey's bosses, but Odyssey bosses was better. But yeah, you could tell what they did was just put Sonic in a world where by putting it in these loops and these circles, and it makes to where when he move, no matter where he move, it ain't breaking you.
Mm-hmm.
And it fits. It fits the world. Like this ain't no realistic world, but it fits what Sonic does.
Yep.
Something need to go back to Nintendo because they need to go back to Nintendo. Just give Sonic to Nintendo. Let's let them have him. They gave Bayonetta to him. Let them have Sonic. Just make them put Sega on the cover. Shoot. Sega, well, you could be produced by Nintendo, the published by Sega. Shoot, I don't know. They can both. Yeah, they need to get his character because this don't look broken to me. And it's very
fun.
It looks fun, and it looks very Nintendo-like. And as a Nintendo gamer, this is so much what Nintendo does, and it works like that right there. And it's really 2D. It's in 3D, but it's still very linear. But
that reminds me of what's the one? Galaxy.
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. But you can't, like I said, Sonic, you can't do Sonic without making them linear. So the games, you don't really need to put Sonic unless until these parts where it's slowing down where the boss makes sense. But again, who does this better than Nintendo? This ain't nothing but, if you look at the stage, this is nothing but 3D. This is just 3D world. Sonic ain't moving fast. It's like, bro, y'all. Anyway, let me stop. We out of here, fellas. Go ahead and sign yourself out.
Yes, sir. Good podcast. Good show tonight. Gamescom. Appreciate Jeff Keighley and all them folks for doing what they do. Microsoft keeping the game stuff relevant, even though they ain't got it. Anyways, and have y'all checked out the new Dragon Ball Super movie?
No, I want to see it. I want to go see it.
I heard that it wasn't canon, so it kind of turned me off. But I still want to watch it though.
It's not canon? Well,
I heard.
Okay, then that may make sense with Gohan's new power up, I guess.
Right.
But
can't let nobody win.
Well, how they ain't canon when they call it Super?
They saying that Gohan's power isn't canon, like his beast form or whatever it's called isn't canon. I don't know. I think it should be.
I think it will be, and I think some people trying to say is stronger than Super Saiyan. Ultimate.
I know you're talking about
Instinct, Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think if it is, that's stupid. Then you just breaking the power. It's been broken, but is that ridiculous at this point? What's the point if all Gohan got to do is power up? All that training for the last year and a half, 2 years of watching Vegeta and Goku train to become gods for Gohan to just power up after anger and pass all of them. Like, bro, that's stupid. After a while, it gets stupid.
I know the creators said a long time ago that Gohan is really the strongest character.
Yeah, he was. But when you go back to the Cell arc,
he didn't say it as past tense. I know when I saw it though.
No, but I'm with what you're saying. Gohan has always been considered a prodigy, and even you hear Goku say Gohan has the most latent potential out of all of us. But that was back in the Cell arc that kind of you saw that realized, but then you go back to the fact that Gohan stopped training. Right. So there was several years where Gohan didn't train, and you got Goku going from Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue to Ultra Instinct, now to Ultra Instinct, this new form of Ultra Instinct. This is the power of the gods. So he up there with Beerus them, and Gohan gets mad in one movie and surpasses all that. That's broken, man. Because his latent potential been awakened like 2 times.
Yeah, because when he fought Boo, he really could have beat Boo.
Right.
But they didn't want him to.
And his latent potential got woken with Boo, and on Namek, the whatchamacallit woke his latent potential as a kid. So that's what made him more powerful then. But it's after a while, it's like, y'all doing too much for Gohan. I get it. He half human, half Saiyan. and we geeking out over here because now I'm really starting to sound like, because I don't even follow. I do follow Dragon Ball Z, but now I'm not a fanatic. I like Dragon Ball Z, but I'm not a fanatic. But I know a lot of this stuff. Gohan is broken as a character. So is it makes more sense for Piccolo to have got his power than Gohan.
Yeah.
Gohan don't make sense. Piccolo makes sense. Gohan doesn't.
But I do know, and the one thing that makes me feel like Gohan is definitely one of the strongest is when he actually was fighting those androids off with one arm.
You talking? Yeah, but you're going all the way back to the.
It is going back, but that boy fought the androids with one arm, bro. So. That was some next level stuff, and didn't even go Super Saiyan.
It was, but he got killed though.
But everyone did, you know?
Right? So my point is,
he was putting the hands on with one arm.
But why was he fighting him with one arm? That's because Goku had the heart attack. Who did he go back to power? He didn't go back to power.
He had a heart attack, but that man was
same Goku,
giving people work with one arm. So
right. But he went to save Goku. He didn't go back in time to save Gohan. He went to get Goku. So my thing is, Gohan was supposed to replace Goku as the main character, but the outcry, was so hard they had to bring Goku back to number one. So if you undid that, you can't. My only thing with Gohan is you got to make his power up make sense. He been training. He got to still train. Like he can't just power up out of. Shoot, Gohan supposedly, let me see, years of no training, bro. Like, no, man, you want to do too much yeah, go ahead.
I think Piccolo did train him. I haven't seen the movie, but I think the storyline is Piccolo was trying to reawaken his Saiyan pride or whatever, and he trained him. So it wasn't like he just got mad, and so he did train in the movie. Right.
I know that I'm going from what Gohan was in the Tournament of Power. Because even in that they broke it. They tried to make Gohan, because he fought with Goku, and Goku was at Blue, and Gohan was at Ascended Gohan, and he was keeping up with Blue. So I'm like, it's because it's broken. It ain't because it makes sense. It's because it's stupid. At this point, it's stupid. The power scale ain't even pointless following anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it's been broken too many times, it don't make sense anymore. But I do like Vegeta Black. Black Vegeta looks dope.
You mean Frieza?
Black Frieza. I think they got it from. I wonder if they've been watching them dudes that be doing Black Goku and Black. Them kind of funny. But anyway, we went a good while on this cast. So thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Please like and share. And we'll be back next week, same time, same place, right here on the Live and Level Gamers podcast. Till then, y'all be safe, and we'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.